Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with What You Up To Now, day 397. 397 days in a row, I have popped on and talked about what is going on as I transition from the brick and mortar, traditional world, corporate world, and world of real businesses to the online world, and try to duplicate the success I had in the offline world in the online world. And it has been a challenge and a struggle, and I find it really fascinating and interesting that, well, everything's a process. I know that. But the process that you have to go through to become successful in anything applies to the offline and the online world. And one thing I was talking about and thinking about today, and I just shared a story on my Supersize Your Business page about an event that happened in first grade that I really didn't even realize was operating and having an impact on a subconscious level on my life and the way I do businesses and on the way I personally apply the structure and the frameworks and learn and grow and do things in whatever industry I'm in, and how it's impacted my process of how I do that and how I experience the framework. I didn't even understand or realize that that particular event was impacting my beliefs, which impacted my thoughts and my feelings and my willingness to take action or behave in certain ways. And it was all around the needing permission to do things and, giving ourselves permission to do things, because bottom line is nobody is going to ever give us permission to do what it is we need to do for ourselves, what it is right for us, except us, because nobody outside of us knows what's right for us. Only we can decide what is the right thing for us to do, what is the right path for us to take, what is the right business or experience for us to have based on what it is that we want to do and be and have and how we want to impact and experience this world. So I'm thinking about stories a lot today. And amazingly, I had some more epiphanies as I was telling that story. And I think I'll probably tell that story again and see if and at least to myself, and see what else comes up as a result of that. Because I realized that even though I didn't know that this was impacting me and the choices that I've been making in my life, it's totally impacting me and the choices I've been making in my life. The things I'm even willing to do as possibilities or things to do at all. It's just really interesting how we don't know what we don't know. And so part of our experience here is to understand and get to know ourselves better and to become who it is that we want to become, to create whatever it is that we want to create in the world. I feel like I'm talking in circles today. But I also realized that it isn't just me that some of these things and these experiences and these choices have affected. It's affected my children, because it's affected the way I do everything, the way I see everything in the world, the way I teach and coach and train and raise them. It's affected them. And this particular thing that came up was how I react to other people's reaction to the world. This was in first grade. A little girl had had a bad experience, and people were being really horrible to her, including the teacher, about this experience. And it greatly and profoundly affected me and made me want to jump to her aid and help her, even at my own personal risk and destruction. And I never realized, but my kids are both the same way. I didn't understand why they were so affected by teachers in particular being cruel or ridiculing other kids. And both of them had experiences during their school years where they came home just devastated, not because anything bad had happened to them, but because a teacher was being horrible to another student. And I was like, well, where did this come from? Why am I seeing this? And it wasn't until today when I told this story, and as a result of the Women's Summit, a story and needing permission that came up, that I even remembered or realized that this story, just like every other experience we have, has the ability to have a profound and major effect on our life for decades. Because this was, I mean, come on, how many years ago? 50 some years ago, right? 52 years ago? How old am I? 51 years ago. It was 51, 52 years ago that this event happened. Yet it still was having an effect on me. And as I look through my life and go back and just check in quickly to see, well, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was operating You know, it's like our operating systems on our computer. They're operating in the background all of the time, and hopefully they're operating in a way that works for us, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes there's a virus or a glitch in there that's impacting us and we don't even know it. We don't see it on a conscious level. We don't see it impacting our computer until we get the blue screen of death. We don't see it impacting our life until some event or something triggers and shows us that it's impacting and having a really big, maybe negative impact on our life that we didn't even realize. So stories. I am going to continue to think about and tell stories and look for stories in my life, because I just realized how amazing they can be in helping me have a personal breakthrough. And if I can have a personal breakthrough, then maybe that story can help someone else have a breakthrough too, or can help them connect with me on an emotional level so that they'll know, like, and trust me, and so that they will do business with me, so that I do have the opportunity to help them and show them and teach them or share something with them that will change their life and will make the world a better place, because that's what I'm here for. So, stories today, day 3 of the Women's Summit. I am super excited. This, even though it's not perfect and it's not going to make me $1 million yet, I am learning so much by doing this Women's Summit. And if it wasn't for certain things I've put in place over the last year and things that I've done a teeny bit every day, I never would have had the guts to do it. I never would have launched it. I never would have done it. Are there a lot of things I'll do differently next time? Oh my gosh, absolutely, positively. So many. I've got a huge list already in my notebook of things to do differently and better and to make it a cooler event for women. But, you know, and primarily that's get it in front of women that can use it and need it and know it's free, so why not participate, right? But that means sharing it better, faster, longer, and getting the word out so people know that they can tap into it and they can get these free resources and they can learn from amazing women who are doing what they want to do already, or who have gone through the trials and tribulations wherever they are in their journey and have lived through it and are on the other side, and this is what they did to get through that particular situation. Amazing. And so that's my biggest lesson learned so far, is make sure that you get it out there so that people know that it exists. Isn't that true of everything? We have to get out there so people know that we exist. We have to get out there so people know that we have something to offer them, that we can help them, that we have some message of value. And guess what? We're not for everybody. Pajamagramma is not for everybody. This is so intentional, and I know people don't get it, but it's my shield of protection, because I am a sensitive person, and I like to think I'm not, and I like to act like I'm not on the outside, but I really, really am. I'm a lot like my dad and my kids, that, you know, our hearts are easily broken. Literally, my heart was broken in 2010 and I died. So obviously I know that I need to protect myself. And this is my way of protecting myself. And I know my family doesn't get it, and a lot of people don't get it, but it is. And it's important that I have that. I call it the purple shield of protection. I try to teach my kids, when things in the world are going crazy and you're like, oh my God, I can't take anymore, just wrap yourself in love and light. And I say purple because purple is my granddaughter's favorite color. And I think that it helps to protect me, P for purple, protect me from the stuff that isn't mine anyway, that I would normally absorb and take in and feel bad about. And I just know that I can't do that. It's not right for me to do that. So this is a very weird, what's she up to now? But the summit is going so well. And like I said, I'm learning a ton, and we'll do so many things differently. Just the mechanics of putting it all together and getting it to work day 1, day 2, day 3, so it shows up for free on the right time, so that you change the email messages. I'm creating all those this time so that next time the systems and the foundations are in place, and it's just a quick matter of tweaking and changing the topics and things that we'll add, the music, the graphics, the branding, the sharing, the affiliate program, so that the speakers can help share and promote the event. All of these amazing things that we need to throw in place that I didn't for this first one, but I sure will for the next one, because I know that that is the fuel of getting it out there, getting the word out and sharing it with other people so that they can benefit from the messages, because the messages are so incredible on this summit. If we just open our minds and open our ears and open our hearts and open our eyes and pay attention to what's going on around us, whatever we need will be shown to us. We just have to look for it and be willing to see it when it's right in front of us. It's amazing how often what we need is right in front of us, and it's in front of us all the time, but we don't even see it because we have blocks and beliefs and things that we think are the way the world works, and it's really not the way the world works. We get to decide how our world is going to work for us, and we get to create that. And we just need to remember that, because we knew it when we were born. We just forget it along the way with all of this stuff that's fed to us by well-meaning people, by well-intending people, because they don't know better either, or they have forgotten to. So go out, make it a fabulous day. Hop onto the Women's Summit. It's free again today for all things customer related, and see what you can learn to apply to your life and your business, because there's not just business lessons there. There's not just customer related lessons there. There's life lessons there, things that you can apply right now to create the life that you want. All right, catch you all tomorrow.